Hi. And I was mentioning earlier, I've got a couple of blocks and I've got a strap. Anything will work, a t-shirt, towel, anything that'll give you that length. All right, so gonna get started. Hello, welcome, Hasa'ade, Ekomomai to Warriors at Ease Operation Remote Resilience. My name is Taryn and I am a Warriors at Ease certified teacher. I will be guiding you through a slow flow, yin-inspired, all levels movement class. And this class is just designed to bring movement into your body, as well as get you connected to your breath, bring a sense of connection and resilience and ease, of course, into your day. So with that, we're just going to go ahead and get started. At the back of the mat, we're going to root into the earth in mountain pose. I'm actually going to position myself a little bit more centered on the mat and then looking at the camera, but this is where you should be towards the back of the mat in mountain pose. So in mountain pose, you root into the ground through your feet. As you do that, you activate the thighs. They begin to do this turning inwards down the center line. The side bodies are strong and lengthened. Your spine is going to be lengthened, and you're going to reach with the crown of your head all the way up towards the sky. Arms are going to be off to the sides, palms facing forward, fingertips pointing down. Those pinkies are lined up with the side bodies. You're going to relax the shoulders away from the ears. And you're just going to inhale and exhale in place. As you inhale and exhale, again, you're rooting into the earth. As you root into the earth, you feel your thighs activate. Feel your core activate. You're going to inhale, the chest and the belly are both going to rise together. And as you exhale, it's going to compress inwards. So inhale and exhale. Breathe with me in place. Inhale. Exhale, good job, mountain pose. We're going to reach upwards towards the sky, upward salute, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears again, keeping the ears between the biceps. Palms are facing each other, fingertips pointing towards the sky. Side bodies still stay long and strong, and that spine is lengthened. You're still rooting into the earth through those feet. Activate the thighs and the core. Middle of the section of the body. Inhale and exhale in place. From here, we're going to inhale, reach it up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at that hip. I'm going to turn to the side. You're hinging at that hip, and you're reaching your fingertips to the earth. Still rooting into the earth through the feet. You can slight bend in the knees if you'd like to ease on the hips. And then you're going to uplift as you inhale and create a flat back sensation wherever that flat back is for you. Your gaze is going to be on the earth. Then you're going to exhale, forward fold. And then you're going to inhale all the way back, upward salute towards the sky. Inhale, exhale in place, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge at that hip. Belly to the thighs, slight bend in the knees, fingertips to the earth, gaze at the earth, keep that neck fluid. Inhale, uplift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up, upward salute. Exhale in place. We're going to inhale one more time, reach up. Exhale, hinge at the hip, forward fold. Good job. Belly on the thighs. Inhaling, exhaling in place. We're going to inhale, uplift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And this time when we inhale, we're just going to come up 45 degrees and get into a chair pose. Your knees are going to slightly touch each other. I'm going to turn towards the camera. So slight touching of the knees, your body, your upper torso is angled 45 degrees with your ears as close to between the biceps as you can get it. You can also cactus the arms if this is more comfortable for your neck and your upper shoulders. Chair or fierce pose. Inhale, exhale in place. Good job. From here, I'm going to turn back to the side. You're going to bring the knees apart, bring them the hip width apart distance. And then I want you to take that back foot on the right, just bring that right foot to the back, and then you're going to create a 90-degree angle with the front foot by bending and getting that knee stacked over that ankle. The back foot, the heel is still up, so you're on your tippy toes on the back feet. And then you're going to inhale up, towards salute. Oops. Keep that core body centered. Inhale, exhale, place. Slight crescent bend to the back. Inhale back to neutral center. And then you're going to drop that back foot completely flat onto the earth, still bending into that front knee. And now we're just going to twist and bring the torso, I'm going to turn to the side, facing forward. So if you need to, you can bring that back foot out a little so that you can square the hips and the shoulders straight forward. And then the arms are still up. You're in warrior one. Good job. From here, that back foot is going to pivot and come flat onto the earth. And you're going to heel toe the front foot forward. And you're going to sink into that front knee. And the arms are going to come out to the side. Warrior two. I'm going to turn to the side for you. Warrior two. So your gaze is forward at the middle fingertip of the front arm. You can look behind you to see if you can create a straight line across the body. Sink into that front knee. Good job. Inhale, exhale, and place. From here, we're going to take that front arm and we're just going to pivot with the bent knee and then bring that forearm to the knee and reach over the head. That back foot, you should feel pressure on the back side of the back foot as you press into the earth. Inhale, exhale, and place. Good job. From here, you're going to straighten up that front leg and then reach as low as you can. You can also option to use a block or something else that's sturdy. Triangle pose, looking upwards to the sky if it's okay on your neck. Otherwise, you can look to the earth or look forward. Good job. Inhale, exhale, and place. From here, that front foot that's pointing away from you, you're going to pivot it so that it's pointing forward. Oh, sorry. It was pointing forward. You're going to pivot so that it's now you're looking to the side, and you're going to forward fold, hinge at that hip as we did with forward fold. Same concept, bringing the fingertips to the earth. And then you're going to take your hands behind your back. You can either just leave them there in the small of your back. You can do a bind by grabbing the wrists or forearms or even the ankles. And then you're just going to lift slightly as you bring your head gently towards the earth. Inhale, exhale, and then release the hands back to the earth. And then you're just going to walk your hands, turning them around, and you're just going to walk them back a little. You can slight bend in the knees if that's going to be more comfortable for you. And then just reach behind you with those fingertips. Walk them back. Let the head drop. Good job. Inhale, exhale, in place. Go ahead and bring the fingertips back in front of you, forward fold. And now we're going to pivot that right foot so that it points away, and you're going to bend onto that knee, and then that back foot is going to be, that left foot is going to be flat on the earth, and you're going to feel pressure on the back side of the back foot. Front knee stacks over the ankle, and you're going to come into warrior two. So look behind you, see if that arm is straight, and then look forward, just being on the fingertip, middle fingertip of that front arm. Good job. Inhale, exhale, in place. Try to sink into that knee as much as possible. Then you're going to straighten up that leg, and you're going to shift forward and then rotate into triangle. Option to bring the block if you have one or something else, just to give you some length. You can look up towards the sky with that raised arm if that's okay on your neck. Otherwise, you can look forward or you can look down to the earth. Inhale, exhale, in place. From here, I want you to bend that front knee and bring that front forearm to the knee, and then bring that back arm over the head. Extended side angle. Good job. From here, we're going to come back into warrior two, and then that back foot is going to pivot by stepping a little bit in. And then you're going to come into warrior one. We're now facing the opposite direction that we started in. So again, you want to remember those hips and shoulders square to the front of the mat. Good job. Inhale, exhale, in place. And then that back foot, the heel is going to come up, and we're going to point the toes forward, And we're gonna come up on those tippy toes and sink into that front knee, which is stacked over the ankle. And now we're in that crescent lunge, high lunge, and then slight back bend. And then return to neutral center. Good job. And then from here, that back foot, the back knee is gonna come down towards the earth, and the top of the back foot is gonna go onto the earth, and you're gonna come into a low lunge. Good job. Inhale, exhale in place. Good job. From here, we're just going to bring that front foot and meet with the back, and then sink our tailbone towards our heels. Hero's pose. Side body still stay long and strong. Spine is lengthened, including the neck, and that crown reaches high. You're just going to inhale, exhale in place here. As you inhale, the breath, energy, your chest is rising, your belly is rising. As you exhale, it all compresses and contracts. Inhale, exhale in place. We're going to shift into tabletop position, so that means that we're bringing our knees underneath our hips, and they're hip width apart, and then our hands are going to be wrists stacked under the shoulders, and then shoulder width apart. So you're rooting into the earth with the hands and the knees, and also the tops of the feet. From here, we're going to go into some cow and cat breathing. Cow is you concave the back and bring the tailbone up, and then your forehead, your nose, and your chin goes upwards towards the sky. As you deeply inhale, get breath into the body. And then as you exhale, you're going to round those shoulders, tuck that tailbone in, and bring your chin towards your chest. As much as you can, round those shoulders, really stretch those shoulders and upper back out. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, back to neutral center. And we're going to shift into child's pose. You're going to bring your tailbone towards your heels. And you're going to walk those fingertips forward to the top line of your mat. Option to bring your forehead to the earth. Option to bring your forehead to the block. Or if you have a towel or something that you can bundle up, you can always use that also to bring your forehead to the earth and raise it up towards you so that you don't strain too much of the lower back. Good job. Inhale, exhale in place. From here, we're going to walk our hands back in towards tabletop. And we're going to bird dog. So bird dog, that right leg is going to kick out with the heel up, toes down, and the left arm is going to come out, palm facing down towards the earth. Stabilize using your core and your breath. You can hold the pose as you breathe through the pose. Inhaling and exhaling. With that back foot, feel like you're pressing against a wall, and with that front arm, feel like you're reaching towards something away from you. But keep your neck level by looking at the earth. Inhale, exhale in place. Option to add on, you can do about 3 or 4 crunches if you'd like, or you can just stay in bird dog with the breath. Good job. Inhale, exhale, in place. And then go ahead and bring it back to neutral tabletop. We're going to switch sides, doing bird dog. Kick that left leg out, heel up, toes down. Right arm extends out, palm facing the earth. Stabilize through the core and use the breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Option to add on by doing 3 or 4 crunches on your own. Or you can just stay here in bird dog with the breath. Inhale and exhale. Good job. Then go ahead and meet me in tabletop. From tabletop, we're going to maintain the lower torso in the position that we're in. Tabletop, we're going to bring the upper torso into what was the child's pose upper torso. So your tailbone is high and your heart is on the earth. Maybe bring your chin to the mat as well. This is puppy dog or heart opener pose. Good job. Inhale and exhale. And then you're just going to go ahead and walk the hands back in towards tabletop position. You're going to curl your toes. We're going to inhale, lift the knees and the tailbone high. Exhale, push the tailbone backwards, downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk the dog, as they say, just gently. Moving, bicycling the knees out, pedaling those legs out, perhaps. And then come back into downward facing dog. Good job. Inhale, exhale in place. And then we're going to walk our hands towards our feet so that we're at the back of the mat in a forward fold, belly to the thighs, fingertips on the earth. Slight bend in the knees if you need to. Going to inhale all the way up, upward salute. Exhale, push the arms down off to the sides. Bring them up through heart center, pressing your palms together. Inhale, upward salute. This time we're going to exhale, forward fold, hinge at that hip. Knees on the knees, slight bend in the knees, belly on the thighs, fingertips on the earth. Inhale, uplift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. You're going to walk your hands up towards the front of the mat and end up in plank pose. From here, you're going to go up on the tippy toes, shift forward, and then keep the elbows tight, close to the body. You're going to exhale, reverse tricep, push up, forelimb staff pose, also known as chaturanga. And then exhale, belly to the earth. Bring the tops of the feet on the earth. Keep the thighs on the earth. Then you're going to lift up just the collarbone, shoulders, nose, chin, forehead towards the sky, baby cobra. You can stay here in this mini back bend, or option to bring the upper torso off into cobra. Whatever is your preference, this is your practice. You do what you know feels good in your body. I'm going to come back down into baby cobra. Inhale, exhale in place. Exhale, bring the forehead to the earth, and we're going to extend our arms out like we're in Superman flight. And then we're going to inhale and exhale in place. On the next inhale, we're going to lift the body up, locust pose. You're going to continue to inhale and exhale, breathing through this pose. Don't hold the breath. Keep breathing. Inhale, exhale, locust pose. Exhale, release. Bring the palms back underneath the shoulders, elbows tight to the body. Curl those toes. Inhale, push up plank. Good job. Drop the knees to the earth. Shift into tabletop. Then shift into child's pose. Reach those fingertips forward. Bring that forehead to the mat. Inhale, exhale in place. Catch your breath. Stabilize. Good job. When you're ready, you can come up out of child's pose, and then you're going to shift around so that you are bringing your tailbone to the mat. And this is where 2 blocks is going to be really helpful. We're going to bring our feet together. The bottoms of the feet are going to press into each other as much as we can. If all you can do is bring the feet forward in front of you, that's fine. If you can bring those heels all the way in towards your pelvis, that's fine. If you have hip problems, maybe bunch up a blanket or use a block underneath those knees to keep them up. And also don't bring the heels as close to the pelvis if you're feeling some pain in your hip joints. So I'm keeping my blocks here. This is bound angle pose. You're just going to take your hands. You can take your 2 fingers together, index and middle finger, and then just wrap them around the big toe. That upper body is, the core is being engaged. Your side bodies are lengthened and strong. That spine is straight. And you're just going to forward fold, hinging at that hip, forward into the feet. Maybe wrap your fingers around your toes if you can. Some people can bring their entire forearms onto the floor. If you're feeling that way today, please feel free to go ahead. You're just forward folding as you inhale and exhale. Maybe deepen into the fold as you exhale. Slight curving of the upper shoulders is okay. Sometimes this is known as butterfly. And then we're just going to go ahead and release. We're going to release the right leg and bring it as straight as we can forward. You can keep that left leg bent, maybe tuck that heel a little closer to the pelvis if you want. If you have hip pain, keep that keep a slight bend in that knee. We're gonna inhale, reach up, exhale, forward fold. This is where that strap, t-shirt, or towel is gonna come handy, because you can just use this to give you that extra length. You're folding forward over that elongated, straightened leg. Good job. Inhale, exhale in place, continuing to breathe. As you exhale, see if you can deepen into that fold, bringing your belly closer to the thighs. This is head to knee pose. Good job. From here, we're going to take this bent knee and just bring it upright, keeping that right leg fully extended as much as possible. I'm going to take this block and put it behind me. You can do bunched up blanket or towel, or if you have a block or something else that gives you that length. You're going to take that right arm and just come onto the other side of that bent left knee and twist towards the left. You don't have to have that left knee heel, that left foot heel all the way to your pelvis. You can have it forward also and then still twist. And as you exhale, you're deepening into that twist as much as possible. Try to keep your spine lengthened and straight and the side bodies long and strong as well. Good job. Inhale, exhale. Deepen into the twist as you exhale. Good job. Now you're going to straighten that bent knee so that both legs are elongated in front of you. Staff pose, Dandasana. We're going to again forward fold, so just inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge at that hip forward fold. You can use your strap again. You can reach for your big toes, your 2 fingers between the big toe and the second toe. Or if you're feeling it, you can try and reach for the ankles, the heels, whatever is in your practice today. Please feel free to do that. I'm going to stick with the strap. Forward fold. Good job. You're going to lengthen up the upper torso. We're going to widen the legs out. I'm going to turn to the side real quick. As wide as those legs can go. It's up to you. I'm going to bring a block in front of me. Again, you can use a blanket, roll a towel, whatever it's going to do. And you're just going to, again, forward fold, hinge at that hip. Going forward. Props are great because it brings the earth to you. You have multiple props. You can do all kinds of different things. Again, you can take those 2 fingers, the middle and the index finger, to the inside of that big toe and second toe. Just stretching out the inner thighs, really great. And then exhale, inhale, bring it back up, staff pose again. And if you know me, you know I love boat pose, so it's coming. So you're gonna bend the knees. My hair and pants really baggy. And then we're just gonna tilt back a little. I'm still holding my legs up behind my knees, but I'm going to release my hands to the sides, but keep my knees bent. This is where you can stay. You can lengthen out the legs, and you can deepen into that boat pose, continuing to breathe. If you have the shakes, it's okay. Use that core, use your breath. Inhale, exhale, don't hold your breath. Whew. Inhale, exhale. You can always return to this as well. Try to keep that spine as straight and lengthened as possible. Keep those side bodies long and strong. Good job, boat pose. And then release it to the ground. Have your strap or towel or t-shirt, whatever handy. We're going to come all the way down to the earth with our back flat on the earth. And then the legs are going to come up. Your arms are going to come out to the side. You're going to look to the left and bringing your feet together over to the right. As much as you can, try to not lift that hip off the earth. Inhale, exhale, place. Now, opposite side, so look to the right. Bringing the legs, keeping them together over to the left side. Try not to lift that right hip off the earth. Good job. Inhale back to center. Go ahead and get that strap or towel or whatever is going to work for you. And then bring the feet back up towards the sky. And then with the shoulders still on the earth, and your gaze directly up at the sky. You're going to pull the strap to bring your toes into the line of your gaze. Good job. Inhale, exhale in place. Inhale, exhale. Then you're going to release the left foot from the strap, keeping the right foot in there. Lower the left foot to the earth. You're going to take the strap in your right hand, left arm extended. You're going to look towards the left and bring that right leg outwards open. Try to keep those hips on the earth. This is not about how far you can get that right leg to hit to the earth or not. If this is where you're at, this is where you're at. Sometimes I'm here, sometimes I'm down here. Gaze upwards towards the sky. Then you're going to inhale back to neutral center. You're going to switch the grips so that the strap is in your left. And then you're just going to slightly bring that right leg across the body, just a tad. We're not trying to lift the hip off the earth here. We're just going a little tad off the earth. And that right arm extends out. And then the gaze goes out towards the right. Good job. Inhale, exhale. Bring it back to neutral center. Bring the feet together. Then release the right leg to the earth and straighten it out. And then take the strap in the left hand. Right arm goes out. Gaze goes out to the right. And then that left leg comes down. Again, this is not a competition to see how far that left leg can get to the earth. You're just wanting to bring it, opening up that hip, but still maintaining connection of that right hip towards the earth, connected to the earth. So if you're here, this is where you're at. You can go lower, that's great. This is your practice. Inhale, exhale in place. Inhale back to neutral center. Switch the grip so that it's in your right hand. Left arm comes out extended. Your gaze goes out to the left, and you're just going to cross over the body slightly. Try not to lift that hip off the earth, so keep it on the earth and cross over that center line of the body. Good job. Inhale back to neutral center. Bring the feet together using the strap. You're going to inhale, looking up towards the sky, shoulders on the earth. Inhale, bring the feet, the toes towards your gaze so that your toes are kind of interrupting the gaze upwards towards the sky. Inhale, exhale in place. Go ahead and release the strap, release the feet, bring it down to the earth. And then we're going to come into bridge, our final pose of the practice. Your arms are pushing in, connected to the earth. You're going to lift the pelvis on the inhale, lift up, bridge pose. Sweet and delicious bridge pose. Option to walk the heels a little closer to the tailbone. Option to walk the shoulders in towards each other and interlace the fingers underneath you. Or you can just stay here where you're at. If you have a block or a blanket or rolled up towel, you can use that to support the tailbone and come into a supported bridge. But you're just going to be here for 2 long inhale, exhale breath cycles. Do it with me. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, and then exhale. Go ahead and release the tailbone back towards the earth. Slowly and gently turn over onto your left side, bringing that right hand as a kickstand. You're going to push yourself up into a seated position. Wonderful and lovely. Crisscross applesauce. Option to sit on a block if you'd like to. What that does, also rolled up blanket or rolled up towel, it brings the hips above the knees, which is a little bit more comfortable. We're just going to inhale and exhale in place. I invite you to close your eyes if you'd like to, or you can just softly gaze about 3 feet in front of you if that's more comfortable. We're just going to keep the body relaxed, shoulders are relaxed away from the ears, but you're still going to breathe in and out, maintaining that core integrity. Side body's long and strong, and spine lengthened. Palms down onto the knees or thighs, whatever is more comfortable for you. Just inhale, exhale. As you inhale, the chest rises, the belly rises, that crown is reaching for the sky. Slight angle of your chin towards the earth. Inhaling, exhaling in place. Good job. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Bringing the palms together at heart center. Your thumbs just brushing the space above the heart. Thank yourself for taking the time to do this practice. Mahalo nui for letting me guide you in this practice today. I hope that you enjoyed this Warriors at Ease Operation Remote Resilience class. Please subscribe to the Warriors at Ease channel. It'll keep you up to date with classes so you don't miss anything. You can watch pre-recorded classes. You can also schedule upcoming classes that are going to be live streaming. And when you have a moment, please check out the narrative in the Warriors at Ease YouTube channel. And if you feel called to do so, there's a link that you may donate towards the Warriors at Ease Fund, which goes towards providing programs like this and teachers like me and making us available to the Warriors at Ease community. With that, I will say aloha. See you later. I'm signing off at Taryn in Health, Connection, and Resilience for Warriors at Ease Operation Remote Resilience. Aloha. Have a good evening, good rest of your day, and take care out there. Bye. Thanks for joining me.